Good morning, Fort McMurray, Wood Buffalo, and the rest of the world. You've tuned in to the Mac City Morning Show. I am your host, Elliot Pierre, and we're going to start today's episode off the same way we start every episode off, with a moment of gratitude. I know you could be doing a million other things with your time, and the fact that you spend it with us truly does mean the world to me, so thank you. On that note, Tanner, hit him with the intro.
Hey, it's Keith Simpson here. I'm the General Manager of Norel Toyota, soon to be Fort McMurray Toyota. Pretty excited for our new dealership. We're here to take care of you. Come on down and be part of our family.
And we are back. Big shout out to our title sponsor, Norel Toyota. We really do appreciate your ongoing support. As everybody at home knows, I do not introduce my guests because they can do a better job of that than myself. So, sir, can you please tell everybody at home who you are and what you're about?
Thank you very much, Mr. Elliott, for inviting me. And thank you very much for all my audience who are seeing me, your audience, and thank you. I have the privilege to talk to them also. And my name is, as you said, Dogar Shafiq. I come back from Asia about 2001 or 2002. And in Mississauga, Ontario, Barrie, Aurelia, in that state I remained 3 years. Then I came to this part of the world, this great community in 2006. I came as a trucker. I started my job as a trucker and I rose a fleet of 5 trucks, and 4 also work. I managed a trucking company of 8 trucks. Worked to start with the TBG, then Stony Valley. Both are great companies. E-Construction, lot of work I did with them, and CLH and a few others. And this was very eventful. People of the area and the already business people here welcomed me. They provided all sorts of help, being I was a new trucker. In Toronto, I was a trucker on highway. I had been going to USA and California and back to Toronto. This sort of trucking, gravel trucking, dump trucking was new for me. People has been very helpful. To start with, I started my career in Canada as a laborer. You trust me, you had been sleeping on the ground also, to the footpaths also. Slowly, gradually, I developed my career here, and people were, as I told you, extremely nice. Back country, I was a lawyer also, and before that, 23 years, I was a military man, major. I got a commission in 1973 and 1996, 23 years I had been active in my uniform. I respect all uniform people. I know the amount of danger they pass through to sacrifice for the community. And with that, why I came here, I was from the good upper class of my community, but for the future of my family, superior education, I came to this part of the world and people welcomed me. After about 8 years of service with trucking company, you know, there was a recession, and recession I had been driving cab also for my survival, myself, my son, and slowly we kept on coming forward. In 2009, you know, Von Jessam, I went to his office, Guy Butler's office. I asked him about the community affairs, and he advised me to go to senior center, and since then till today I am a part-time volunteer worker. Whenever I'm in the town, I go to them, help the senior centers, and somebody may ask me why seniors. You know, I feel that seniors are the jewel of the community. They had given their past to this community. They are full of experience, so that I also learn something, also serve them, giving them the message to them also, to the community also, because we are here for the services and volunteers, to start with volunteer services and jobs. And you know, this is my hometown, and in between I had been doing trucking in all over Canada and USA, Mexico, up till Mexico. You know, though I was stationed here, but you know, I had been getting dispatch from Edmonton, and people had the perception that probably I have moved to there. My son lives there. He is doing trucking there. And going to USA and all over interstate gave me a lot of experience, a lot of confidence. Surely whenever I come back, you see, because the community workers, this is the medal during fire 2016. When the evacuation took place, I took my family, put it in Edmonton, and next day I came back to help first responders, because I, being the veteran, I felt that I am experienced enough to contribute something. I was not allowed to enter to the town, so I fell at Lakla Beach Community Center, Reception Center, with MP David Yardga. With his family, I stayed there 3 days in the reception center. About 8,000 people from Fort McMurray went there without much announced. It is great of the Lakla Beach community. Lakla Beach community, the people, Mayor Umar Al-Marghrabi, without any notice, 2 hours notice, because people were already at Conklin area. From there they moved, and suddenly, people started pouring there, and they entertained them so well that within 24 hours all the things were established, even to the animal hospital also. All the facilities were provided. I was extremely impressed the way Canadians worked, and all over Canada, and volunteers started coming. That was the things which impressed me the maximum. So for my performance, 3 days there, 2 days in Edmonton, and 1 day in Calgary. After spending these 5 days volunteer works, and this was acknowledged, and Madam Melissa Blake and his team awarded me with this medal, Heroes of Fire. Anyhow, this is part of the goodness of this community that they acknowledge. After that, David Yardga was very happy. His family was very happy, and they were so caring that one night, at the first night at 11 o'clock, they said, we will arrange bedding and motel for you. I said, I have not come here for motels. I have come here to duty, and I shall man the office 24 hours. At 11 p.m., they went somewhere and got the bedding. I don't know, everything was closed. It is nice of the family. So he also gave me this insignia, and that was acknowledgement of my volunteer works from Fort McMurray till Cold Lake. His writing is there. He was extremely happy, and surely I learned a lot from him, because they were very passionate people. I did mistakes, certain complaints against me, the way back home I had been taking a lot of initiative. Here the initiatives are controlled. There I also, Brian Jean and Tenny Yahoo, they were very vibrant during 5 days. We went from reception center to reception center, and Brian Jean, stood first night or 2 nights in a tent. He could have been in a motel. The idea was to give an impression to the community that we are with you, leaders are with you. Always the politicians, they should be sharing the sorrows and happiness of the community. That he displayed it for me, and my further actions till today would tell you that I was quite vibrant as a community leader, as a councillor, to follow that. I am extremely grateful to his mother also, Mrs. Francie Jean. In 2017, there was a bloodshed in Quebec. Muslim mosques were fired and discriminate firing, and she said, Dogar, I'm very sorry that it happened with your community, and somebody, that reveals it is not the Muslims who are terrorists. Terrorists are available, are present everywhere. The idea is that terrorism has no culture, no particular faith. That gave me a lot of strength. I was a lot of attached to her in my further community works. I got a lot of inspiration from her, and she also endorsed me in writing for my elections. I also participated in 2010 election, then 13 election, then 18. You see, 4th time I got elected, and there's a lot of thanks to the community who acknowledged me in the leadership role. And though I am from a working class, from a labor class, that is great of this community. They see the work, they see the passion, they see the what do you do. Not that endorsement doesn't work. In my 2018 elections, 18 people, top people of this community like Tenny Yahoo, like David Yardaga, Sheldon Germain, Phil Marr, so many endorsed me, but I didn't make it. But in the final, they said, people always gave a very reasonable reply that we want to see you for some more time. And they saw me for more time. In 2021, I was elected, and since then I'm on the council. 3 years have passed, only 1 year is left. Now always, you question, what did you do? I alone couldn't do anything. There are so many motions where I was alone. And somebody says you are not in step with other. If I tell my reasons, which I will put up on my website, then my residents can feel, and they can diagnose whether I was right or wrong. I had the reason to say no. There was A&W land sold for purchased for 8 million and later on given for 1 million without protocol, without return, without security, everything. I was on holidays back home. The moment I came back, I raised a voice. I was alone. But next year, again, they diagnosed that. That man, of course, sued me. I don't have to discuss that. Any case which is in the court is not to be discussed. And with that, I gained a confidence. Even I alone can stand and that voice is being heard. After that, there were other also, problems also. There's another case that I sued somebody for defamation. I don't have to tell it because the case is, there are 2 defamation suits. There was some bad people also. I came on the council also, particularly CEOs. Both CEOs were not very fair with me. Anyhow, my colleagues are good, and I am very much happy with my colleagues. Lance Bouzier, matured man, decent man. Then Keith McGrath, he can bulldoze the things, he can forcefully say. People raise some questions, that is their prerogative. But the forceful and reasonable approach, experienced approach, he has it. Then Madam Strout, God bless her in high place in heavens. We loved each other. My wife had a cancer patient. I was in Edmonton, and for the funeral I came there for a few hours, and I was the only one who attended all the 3 events of the funeral, and in the church also, in the graveyard also, and later on at Mac Island. That was the passion for my colleagues also. My 2 young people, Kendrick Cardinal, intelligent and forthcoming, and Stu Weigel, also fair in his approach, and with us and buts, everybody is good, except 1 or 2 where you find something, questions are there, but I will not name them or give them. So this is my story till today. Even today, I am under severance from my municipality. There was a fire last year, June, July, Beacon Hill, Abasand, and Perry Creek. They were evacuated. Once they were evacuated, I followed them the next day. That my residents, they are in a bad shape. I must follow them, and I went to Laklavich. On 881, I went through all the 4 localities of Ward 4, and Councilor Strout, sister, was very happy with me that I visited all her 4 localities who were under stress because of fire. Laklavich I went, CEO and their CEO, Laklavich, and his staff was very much present on the reception center looking after, and later on I was alleged that I disturbed my own people, those who were representatives of the municipality. So I simply said that I did not disturb anybody in the last 20 years, even 3 years on the council. How come in 30 minutes I will disturb somebody? Surely I went there, I said hello, hi, how many people have gone to Edmonton, how many Cold Lake, what is the address of Cold Lake? But certain allegations were leveled and the Integrity Commission didn't listen to me even. He called me, I said my wife is under cancer and I'm going under treatments, wait for a while. And he compiled there was something negative probably, previous CEO Henry Hunter, he was not all that fair with me. He was fired as a director and got severance of 0.5 million, and later on again hired as a CEO, again got a severance. So I was very upset about it. I had been raising voice and I raised the voice, and I came something wrong with me and taken as wrong. Intentions were never wrong. So I came to that. You see, not only Lakla Beach, and I went for Cold Lake, then one night, and then next day to Cold Lake, then to Edmonton also. 3 days I spent it. You see, it is my idea is that councillor is not only in the council to raise hand, yes, no, yes, no. He has to, the MGA states, the duty of a councillor or a politician is, a mayor is, welfare. And welfare has many meanings. To share the goods, happy moments also, the difficult moments. Difficult moments I have told you that Lakla Beach fire, 2016 fire, even the Janvier were evacuated. I followed them also in the hotels also. Fort Chippewa people were fired. I was here in the restaurants. The happy moments, there were 4 Christmas so far. In the 2, I was back home. I have the pictures of that, if I could show it. Both the pictures, I went to the churches there. Though I don't celebrate Christmas, that is also my happy anniversary also. But to give a message to the community there that Canadians taught me to share good feelings of the minority. We were a minority here in Fort McMurray. Canadians encouraged us, participated, and now it is I am giving the message in Pakistan. I went to minorities into 2021 Christmas, in 2002 Christmas. I have the pictures. After this I can show you the pictures also. These were the happy moments, and 2 Christmas I spent it here. Both the Christmas 25th of December, I was on Knights of Columbus lunch, community lunch, where there was 500 people. I was the only councillor, I say only councillor present in all the 2 or 3 lunches. Rather I have attended 5, 6, but as a councillor I am saying it. So I want to go, and I am sorry to say Fort McMurray today always portray me as a wrong man, as a bad boy. No, that's not the case. They never quoted me as a good man. And I recently got approved a motion that on Canada Day we should do the lighting all over like the Christmas. With lot of my reasoning, they approved it. My council approved it. But they said we will not give funds, and so far they have not advertised. Rather it becomes a national and international issue also. Provincial issue and national issue, that Fort McMurray name would have gone up higher and higher, but no statement came from the mayor or any responsible people. I feel that there should have been a statement issued that this is how we want to do it, inspiring people to do it. And Canada Day is very, very sacred for us to create patriotism also, nationalism in view of what the demand of USA. We have to show that we are very much spirited, and probably nothing follow up. I'll try to make, still there are 2 months to shout, and I would request you to also help me in that. So I am always passionate for my community. Once I came back, I told mayor that I could make 10,000 in my trucking on the first interview. But here I am surviving only $2,800. The salary carry home, I get it from the municipality. And also I drive sometime cab or skip the dishes. This is my pride. I started as a laborer or working class. I want to give them the feel that everybody is equal. You know, this is a brief what all is, and this is about my 20 years that I have I have done it in 10-15 minutes. You know, I am thankful to you that I could speak out my heart to you without interruption. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, and actually perfect timing. Tanner just tapped his watch, so that means we're out of time. But before I cut you loose today, Dogar, everybody gets a shameless shout out or plug. So you have the mic, the camera, the lights. Have fun.
Sorry, I didn't get
A shout out or plug. So now you can talk to the studio audience and say like hi to whomever or thank you to whomever or do a
You
plug
mean
for
a
yourself.
wind up?
Yeah, wind up. Yes.
Oh, thank you very much for giving me the time, Elliot and his team. And it is the first time I came to know that, you know, I was called without any preparations. I was sick last night. I wanted you to postpone it, but you are a man of your own principle. I wanted to ask you the questions also, so that my English expression is not all that fluent or good. But you said this is my policy.
Yes.
You know, I will not ask you any question, will not interrupt you, or I will not tell you anything. You know, thank you very much. Without interruption and in a very friendly atmosphere, I could talk to the people, my residents. You know, I would advise all of you to be more vibrant in the community, to participate more on Canada Day, do the lighting also on your houses like on Christmas. And still I see many houses there under lights, and you know, they're doing very good. And I would also recommend to my immigrants also that they should be as sincere or as loyal to this country, which is looking after ourselves, our children, bread and butter, better quality of life. You know, we should love it more than anything else. And we should try to contribute on the events like Canada Day, Christmas, and Remembrance Day. We should try to participate and give a impression of paying back. This is how the communities come together. We should always be thankful that an immigrant is sitting before you on a leadership role. You know, out of 24 candidates who ran, you know, these are the two. One is Funky Majoko from Nigeria. She was number 1, I was number 2, you know, from the same Asian countries. You know, this culture adopts everyone, welcomes everyone, and gives their due respect. You know, every time, you know, some people attribute their defeat or failings towards the discrimination. No, every time it is not there. But you have to, surely we are new, we have to work more hard. We have to perform better to prove that we are the loyals of this land. And we are thankful to all Canadians, Indigenous people who are before us. And I tell my people, you know, somebody from my side, it's a constitution which gives us the rights of equality, not not any credit to Mr. Elliot or this man. Why? I said, this constitution is not made by me or my father or my grandfather. This constitution is made by him or his father or his grandfather. So we must have to pay good respect, proper respect to all the Canadians who are before me. This is my message. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Well, Fort McMurray with Buffalo, the rest of the world. That's been another episode of the Mac City Morning Show. From the bottom of my heart, thank you very much for tuning in. Big shout out to our title sponsor, Noral Toyota, as well as Carrie from Patchouli Rose and the beautiful people at Coldwell Banker. Hope everybody's having a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Peace.
Hi everyone, it's Carrie with Patchouli Rose here at Thickwood Barbershop. If you're wondering what to get your loved one this season for Valentine's Day, I make an all-natural anti-aging skin serum called Good Skin. It's good for men and women, and it's available for purchase here at the barbershop, downtown at the Corridor Shops and Events, and on my website. Thank you for your support.
Talk about quenching your ugly thirst.